Welcome back, Titans, to a new 7 Deadly Sins origin video. Today I'm gonna talk about Escanor because he's getting buffed in the new update. They're gonna improve his signature weapon, the axe, Gluttonous Axe. So that's really good news for Escanor because with the last patch he got nerfed with the holy build. So I think we should talk about it before the update. You will have the link in the description of LOOTBAR. LOOTBAR is where I buy everything for my 7 Deadly Sins origin account because it's way cheaper and safe. If you have any questions, you can join my Discord, it's also in the description, and you can ask me without problems. You can see here I'm buying everything and then I enter my game so I can claim all the stuff I have bought.
Breaking news. The Ultimate Gaming Hub is moving. Moving to .com.
Okay, so let's talk about Escanor's problems. You can see here, this is my Escanor, potential 8. Obviously, it's not the strongest Escanor. There's a lot of people with potential 10 Escanor. For example, as soon as I joined to the content creator program of 7 Deadly Sins Origin, I talk on the chat, okay, on the main chat, English chat, and there was someone flexing his Escanor. It was a potential 10 Escanor and obviously is better than mine. So here, as you can see, I have 21k attack, which is great. More than 20,000, it's a good attack. It's not his problem, the attack, because we have good attack with Escanor and with other characters, that's not a problem. Crit chance, it's okay, because if you go with the Spider Nest set, it's okay. Obviously, we need to see because with the next update, the new update 1.5, we are getting new builds because we will be able to equip engraved equipment and gear sets. So we are getting more passive skills, more stats and everything, so we can increase crit chance, crit damage, wherever. As you can see here, Escanor's main problem is the crit damage. Crit damage is so broken in this game, and obviously in most of the games it's so important to have crit damage, and obviously if you have a low crit damage you will deal less damage than other characters. For example, Meliodas does a lot of damage with his weapon. Actually, I think that it will be good to talk about the buff that the signature Meliodas weapon is getting, because I think that probably it's not the main point about that weapon, what the weapon needs, because if they just increase the attack, it's not that important. For example, for Escanor, it's so good that they gotta improve the crit damage, because as you can see here in the patch notes, I'm not inventing it, okay, it's here, it's official, they say that they're gonna improve the crit damage. So more crit damage for this weapon is actually what Escanors need. If they add more crit damage to Escanor, he will deal way more damage. So I think it's so cool because Escanor will be really good even in game modes that doesn't need probably fire. He could be a good fire DPS. The problem is that he needs a combined attack. Obviously, it's so important to go with a combined attack because without a combined attack, it's impossible to deal fire burst fast. Because if you go to an Abyss difficulty dungeon or boss battle or whatever, and he isn't weak to fire, it's so slow to apply the bars, so you need to go with a combined attack. And obviously this set, the Gluttonous Axe, is not the best for that kind of gameplay, because for example the Black Flame set is better for that. As you can see here, activating a burst increases attack by 30% and crit chance by 7.5%. If it is at 6 stars, we are getting 40% extra attack and 15% crit chance, which is really good just by using the combined attack. But it's true that I talk about the new sets. Actually, most of them will be old sets but with different effects, or just the possibility of being able to equip the full set. Okay, the full set, for example here 7 pieces, as you can see here, we get 25% crit damage, and as you can see here, we get 15% more ultimate move damage. So, we need to talk about this. I think that probably Escanor with this update will be way better than before. He will be probably really strong now. Obviously we need to test it. Obviously I'm saying it before the update, before the patch, and probably I could be wrong. because they could change more things, they're gonna change the effects and that kind of stuff, so it could be possible that there will be a better set for Escanor or something new or whatever, okay? But here you can see this set, obviously I'm going with this one because I need more crit chance, that's why I'm going with this ring. Could be crit damage an option, obviously. So here, as you can see, with the 5-piece set, we are getting extra 15% ultimate move damage, and with 7 pieces we are getting 25% crit damage. That's actually what solves Escanor's problem, because Escanor's problem is the crit damage, and here we are getting a lot of crit damage, and obviously Escanor hits so hard with his ultimate move. So I think this set fits really well for Escanor. Right now it's not the best set, obviously, it works because it gives you crit chance, but after the update, the possibility being able to equip 7 pieces, the full set, makes it probably one of the best sets in the entire game, I think. So we need to test, I think, but looks fantastic. Actually, looks fantastic. I'm hyped for this update because there will be a lot of new builds. I think that I will need to upload the build of every character, and it's crazy because I was thinking about, yeah, I just have 3 characters left to upload the build and that kind of stuff, and now I have to upload everyone again. So yeah, I think it's fine. Obviously it's fine for you and fine for me because there's more videos to make and there's more content, so it's cool. But we will need to farm a little bit because we will need to farm more sets and to prove to test things. So let's see if it works or it doesn't. Then another important thing, with this update we are getting new outfits like with the last one, so probably could be the 3rd outfit for Escanor. I have to say that the outfit looks better than the paid skin. I have to say it because maybe for people it's not maybe a lot of people doesn't have the same opinion because the armor, the paid skin is Rita's armor, like the main armor in the series. But for me, I think it's better. It's better the outfit that got leaked. It will be the 3rd outfit here. Like for example, with Meliodas, we got this outfit here for the double blades. So probably we're getting a new outfit. I don't know what does that outfit do. I don't know if it's for fire Escanor, for light Escanor, for the support Escanor with the blade and shield. I don't know, but actually that outfit looks fire, looks really cool. I have to say that I have the paid skin for Escanor, as you can see here, so I'm not a hater or whatever, okay? It's just I think it looks better. It looks better on Escanor and that's it. So probably Escanor will be way better in this patch, and I really like it. Actually, I think it's because they had a lot of complaints about Escanor being bad or being not as good as other characters or as good as people thought it would be. So that's the main point, I think, because it's Escanor. Escanor is one of the main characters in the series, and Escanor is one of the most loved characters in 7 Deadly Sins Origin. Probably he's one of the he's the most loved character probably. So obviously he has to be strong. Obviously in the future we will be getting a stronger version for Escanor like D1 or D1 Ultimate or something like that, so don't worry about it. If this update doesn't work, doesn't make him one of the best, like more close to Meliodas, now he's the best fire DPS, obviously, understand me. So if it isn't closer to Meliodas, because Meliodas will get a buff too because of this update, but I have to say that I will make a video about the buff of his signature weapon, because I think that they missed the buff. That's a prompt buff for Meliodas, because Meliodas needs the same thing as Escanor. He needs more crit damage. So thank you all for the big support. Tell me in the comments what do you think. You have the Google form, so if you want to join my guild you can join using the Google form. It's just for Europe. I wish I could play with other regions or the servers, but it's impossible. And you have my Discord server, so you can join for free and you can ask if you need help or you can search for people to play with. So thank you for the big support and see you in the next video. Bye.